Some crossovers are just content with blending into the traffic. Practical, decent looking, and utterly forgettable. But the 2026 Mazda CX-30? This one's different. It shows up with a sense of purpose. It has presence. And it's built for those who still enjoy the actual experience of driving, even in a compact crossover. Today on Auto Insider, we're unpacking everything you need to know about this beautifully refined, surprisingly capable vehicle, and why it might just be one of the smartest buys in the subcompact SUV space right now. Mazda's design philosophy has always leaned more toward elegance than excess, and the CX-30 reflects that with striking clarity. For 2026, it's not a radical departure, but more of a refined evolution. The front grille has been reshaped ever so slightly, bolder with a tighter mesh pattern, and the signature LED lighting now has a sharper, more technical look. It's subtle, but it gives the face of the car a more commanding, high-end presence. From the profile, it still carries that coupe-like roofline and short overhangs, which give it a sportier stance than most in this segment. New alloy wheel designs, especially the sleek 19-inch variants, really elevate the side profile, and fresh color choices like zircon sand metallic and rhodium white pearl bring in a more premium vibe. In a world full of anonymous small SUVs, the CX-30 stands out as something thoughtfully crafted. But where the CX-30 really begins to separate itself is once you step inside. Mazda's interiors have long been punching above their weight, and this 2026 model continues that tradition. The dashboard layout is clean and minimalist, almost Scandinavian in its simplicity, and everything you touch feels solid. Soft touch materials cover much of the cabin, real stitching runs along the dash and doors, and metallic accents give it that upmarket feel. The updated 10.25-inch infotainment screen now comes standard across all trims, and thankfully, it's been given a big software upgrade. It runs quicker, has better resolution, and integrates beautifully with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You still get the rotary controller. Some people love it, others would prefer a touchscreen. But Mazda's kept it intentionally minimal to keep driver distraction low. Voice controls have also been improved. Now they're more responsive and natural, which makes a big difference in daily usability. The available 12-speaker Bose sound system, standard on higher trims, is a definite highlight. Crisp highs, deep bass, and a surround experience that makes even podcast episodes feel cinematic. It's easily one of the best audio setups in this class. Comfort-wise, the front seats are supportive and generously bolstered, with heating now available on more trims. There's decent headroom, even with the panoramic moonroof, and materials across the cabin feel cohesive and well executed. Rear seat space is good, though not class-leading. Taller passengers might brush their heads against the sloping rear roof, but legroom is adequate for most trips. As for cargo space, you're looking at just over 20 cubic feet behind the second row, again competitive, though not cavernous. Still, it'll swallow your groceries, a stroller, and a couple of weekend bags without any issue. Under the hood, the CX-30 gives you two very distinct personalities. The base engine is a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder that puts out 191 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. It's not going to set your hair on fire, but it's smooth, dependable, and more than enough for daily commuting and highway merging. But if you want something more engaging, something that actually feels fun to drive, Mazda offers the turbocharged 2.5-liter engine, which bumps power up to 250 horsepower and 320 lb-ft of torque when using premium fuel. That's serious output for a crossover this size. It transforms the CX-30 from a comfortable commuter into a genuinely quick little SUV, with a 0 to 60 time of around 5.8 seconds. That's quicker than many sports sedans. What's interesting is that Mazda's stuck with a 6-speed automatic transmission, while many competitors are moving to 8 speeds or CVTs. And honestly, it works. The shifts are smooth, well-timed, and predictable. You feel connected to the drive, and there's no rubber band feel like you get with a CVT. On the road, the CX-30 feels planted and composed. Steering is responsive with good weight, and body roll is minimal in corners. It's no Miata, but it brings a level of driver engagement that's rare in this category. It really does feel like a bigger vehicle when you're behind the wheel, but in the best possible way. Fuel economy is decent across the board. With the base engine, you're getting around 26 mpg city and 33 highway. The turbo naturally sips a bit more, expect around 22 city and 30 highway, but the performance bump is absolutely worth it if you're the kind of driver who enjoys a quick acceleration or a spirited back road. Now, even though it's mostly road-camicked, the CX-30 doesn't shy away from a bit of weekend adventure. All-wheel drive is now standard across all trims for 2026, and it's Mazda's i-ACTIV system, an intelligent AWD system that constantly monitors traction and redistributes torque between the front and rear wheels. It doesn't wait for slip, it predicts it. There's also off-road traction assist, which kicks in when the road turns to gravel or snow. It uses selective braking and torque vectoring to keep things moving, even if one wheel loses grip. While it's not built for boulder trails or river crossings, the CX-30 can absolutely handle dirt roads, icy mornings, and muddy campsites with ease. Its 8 inches of ground clearance also puts it right up there with more rugged-looking competitors. Mazda doesn't just want the CX-30 to look and feel good. It's also serious about keeping you safe. Every trim now comes with the full i-ACTIV Sense suite of driver assistance features. That includes adaptive cruise control with full stop and go, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection. New for 2026 is an improved 360-degree camera system with sharper graphics and smarter angles. It's especially handy for tight urban parking. Traffic jam assist is also available, letting the vehicle steer, accelerate, and brake in slow-moving traffic with minimal driver input. Great for those long commutes in heavy congestion. And let's talk pricing and trims. The 2026 CX-30 starts at around $26,000, 0 cents for the base model. That includes all-wheel drive, LED headlights, the 10.25-inch display, and Mazda's signature interior quality. Step up to the Select trim for roughly $27,500, 0 cents, and you get dual-zone climate control, upgraded upholstery, and more driver assists. The Preferred trim, sitting at around $29,000, 0 cents, adds heated front seats, a power juggler driver seat, and a moonroof. At about $31,000, 0 cents, the Premium trim brings leather seats, a head-up display, navigation, and the Bose sound system. And for the full package, there's the Premium Plus trim, starting at $34,500, 0 cents, which gives you the turbo engine standard, all the safety features, and some truly premium touches like the surround view camera and traffic jam assist. At every level, the CX-30 delivers strong value. Compared to similarly equipped rivals, say the Audi Q3 or BMW X1, you're often saving thousands of dollars while gaining sharper handling and better long-term reliability. So here's the final word. The 2026 Mazda CX-30 doesn't try to be everything to everyone, and that's exactly what makes it special. It focuses on doing a few things really well: design, driving dynamics, quality, and comfort. And when you layer in those subtle tech and safety upgrades for 2026, it's clear that Mazda is doubling down on its strengths. It may not be the largest SUV in its class or the most tech-packed, but it's arguably the most well-rounded. If you're looking for something with personality, polish, and a genuine connection to the road, the CX-30 is still the one to beat. Now I want to hear from you. What's your take on the new CX-30? Does it hit the right balance of style and substance for you? Or are you holding out for something with more size or electrification? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Auto Insider, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss what we've got lined up next. We're test driving something next week that's going to shake up the segment in a big way, so stay tuned.